Alright, today is mail day, mail time, and Monday, and I got some really interesting stuff. None of it cost very much, a lot of dollar bin stuff, like some people have been picking up here. I got my trusty Slab Buster 3000. No, I don't need that for anything. That was just here for hanging a picture. I'll show that sometime in the future. Let's just get into the mail pickups here. I got 3 vintage, very, very vintage boxing cards. I'll show that in a second here. But let's just show everything else. And we will get... the envelopes got separated here, unfortunately. But I believe these were from... Los Angeles, California. I cannot be 100% sure, but I think that was. And I got 4 TTM cards from none other than Tony Muser. He signed a 74 for my set, Chicago White Sox. He signed a 73 Chicago White Sox card. I found that in my collection, the Orioles from 76. And I just thought it'd be cool to order the 77. I liked that card, so I thought that was pretty neat. And signed a blue Sharpie, very, very nice. Designated hitter, first base, all that good stuff there, so that's pretty cool. So 4 of 4 from Tony Muser. Neat. And I ordered a few postcards here. I got a couple of them here. There should be another item here. This one is what I wanted. It's dated 1987. It's for a project I've been working on for a while, and the guy's a good signer, so I'm going to get that out the next day or two. That might be for Hit the Deck, but I'm not sure, so I'll maybe have to find something he connected to that. And that was $1. Sadly, I used to buy these for 7 cents, half of 14 at the old coin shop, and I had to pay $1 for that, but it was free shipping. So I decided to throw this Memorial Chapel from Whittier, California in there to send off to Whittier, California. And I bought this for somebody, if you have any ideas who I can use this for, this Americana series from 1977. Nice envelope there. That was only $1 for that one, so that's a first day of issue, so there's that one. I got some postcards back from my postcard collection, but we'll show this first here. We wrote to Bill Slack, or William Slack, in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He's been affiliated with that minor league team. He's a Canadian. He's been in baseball forever and ever and ever, and it was a return to sender, so I have no idea what I did there. I got 2 postcards here. This is the Bargetto Winery out of Soquel, California, if that's how you pronounce that. There's the back of it. I sent a return envelope, so it came back in good condition. And then there was this one, and that was $1 for that postcard, and then I sent it off to that post office. Then we have one that may or may not be a dupe or a reproduction. We didn't know, or the vendor didn't know, but it looks pretty good. The Del Rio Woods of Healdsburg, California. This is about an $8 to $10 postcard. If it's not a reproduction. I left this corner thing here where it says stamp because I thought that was kind of cool, and then they canceled it over there, and I just threw in the corner number right there. So Healdsburg, California, that's pretty cool to have that one there. And then I have one more postcard here, and then I'll show you my boxing cards here. And this is from Pioneer, California. I found a Faith Lutheran Church out of Pioneer, California. So, you know, just buy an inexpensive postcard. It's at 2 extra cents, but very nicely canceled, so that is really, really cool to do that. I think I'm going to get better hits when I do a return envelope instead of, but I'm doing both kinds just to see what happens. So onto the boxing cards. One of these cards cost $1.99, one of them cost $2.99, and one of them cost $99. So the first one is 1930, I want to say 35, but I cannot remember. This is a Churchman Tobacco, and this is Harry Misler. So there's that one. And it was a 99 cents because there's a marker or some sort of ding or crease on it. But that was a very, very old card there. Very cool, and a card saver. And one of the reasons I picked that one up, not only because it was cheap, but because I have the 1980s reproduction set here. And hopefully you can see this down here. Harry Misler reproduction along with the Harry Misler original card, so that is very cool. So I have an example to show that, and I don't know if I showed the back there, but there is the back for that card. So very, very cool. Heavy binder there. Okay, and then the other 2 are from 1922, 1923, sporting champions or something like that. The first one is Billy Matthews, so I picked that one up a little off-center, but who cares? Looks like he's been punched around a few times. And There's the back of it. It says presented with a champion, number 59, March 10th, 1923. Number 59, Billy Matthews. Next week, another famous footballer, F. Walden. And then order in advance. So it came with some sort of probably magazine or paper or whatever. And then they were advertising the next card there. And this is one of the boxers from that set. And then I got this one here. One is a boxer and the other one is a cricket or soccer player. I cannot remember which. And this is a dual card here. That was, I think, $1.99 for that one. And I had shown a video last week of a PSA had graded 2 examples. One of this was complete, and I think it was a 7. And the other one was a 5 or 6, and the 5 and 6 where they had cut in half, and you could see where the scissors kind of went off like that, and they cut one in half and didn't explain why it was a tiny little card that was cut in half, and you can see why they would cut it in half, because it's got it divided back here. So anybody would, if I was a kid, I would cut that in half. But the cards are all this size, and usually they're 1 player per. So I don't understand PSA's logic for a cut in half card without any qualifier saying it's trimmed, altered, cut wrong, whatever qualifiers that they usually use for their cards. So anyway, that is what I have. I have some more vintage. I have some 1920s cards coming on the way. Unfortunately, the boxers were all sold out, and all the golfers were sold out of that set. So those cards, I will let you know in advance, cost me only 99 cents. So if you guys are having trouble finding stuff, just look at the ancient cards market, type in $1 and see what you can find. Sometimes they're like very nothing for shipping. I think it was like $2 or $3 for shipping total for all of those 3 cards. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for watching.